guys, Diana here from Garden Love. So I'm doing a whole bunch of projects since my husband's being really nice, has the time off, and he's helping me do these projects that require muscle. I took off my big humongous apple tree that was growing in this container, and I put it in the ground. And I'm so excited for that because that side of my house is going to look so pretty, and it's going to be producing a lot more fruit now that it's in the ground. So I'm thrilled about that. But this is one of the nicest containers that I have. And since this is kind of like an entryway to the side of my house that I happen to love, because I have my weeping mulberries that are about to be producing, my pomegranate, and a whole bunch of other plants going on here. I love seating area, so I have a seating area here. And this avocado is pretty much going to stay here. Hope that it produces fruit. If it doesn't, it is a pretty plant or tree to my landscape because it gives a little bit of a privacy here. Hopefully it gets fuller, and I just really like the look of it. If it doesn't produce fruit, I just really like the look of it. However, I do think that this is going to be root bound, because as I was removing the mulch, you can see all the roots coming out to the top of the soil, which is a sign that this tree is loving the container, it's growing, it's doing fantastic, but it does need some more space, and this wine barrel will definitely give it the space that I need. So I am super excited about that. The apple tree was here. The roots were pretty big because I transplanted it from someone's house and it even scratched this wine barrel, which is totally fine. But like I mentioned, this wine barrel is a little nicer than the other ones, so I'm gonna keep it on this side of my house because I want it to look nice. The ones that are a little bit more distressed, kind of like this one, I'm gonna put a tree in here that doesn't necessarily disclose the wine barrel, kind of like that orange tree right there. That needs to get transplanted as well, so I might use that for this one, considering that that tree is kind of weeping over the pot, so it'll be perfect for this. Anyways, guys, give me a minute and then we'll be transplanting this tree. Alright guys, so Lily is helping me record today. I kind of tilted this right ahead of myself and realized that it's actually not that heavy, so I'm going to do this myself. As you can see, it is full of roots. Holy moly, let's show them, Lily.
What are you doing?
Look at this. How amazing these roots are for this Hass avocado. It definitely needed transplanted, and this is about a 2-year-old. The roots were even going upwards, so we're going to give it some more space. Here, Lily, you want to hold it back so you can record what I'm doing? Move your fingers. Okay. All right.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button and to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
And click the bell button.
Can you see me doing this?
Yep.
There we go.
So I'm recording my mom. She loves being in her garden a lot.
Yeah. You like it too, huh?
And
Alright guys, now that I finished repotting this awesome Hass avocado tree, I wanted to show you guys. It's been a few days. I wanted to wait to see how it did so I can give you guys accurate reports on transplanting this tree. It's been a few days, maybe even a week. Actually, yes, it's been a week since I done this, and a lot of the leaves fell off, which is fine. As you can see, there's still some there, but as you can see, there's tons of new growth, which is a good sign. That means that the tree is doing okay with the transplant. That means that it's not mine in its new location. I do have to keep in mind that now that it's a wooden crate, a wooden wine barrel, even though wine barrels are very good for keeping moisture, I have to water this more often than I did when I had it in a plastic container, because the plastic container holds a lot more moisture than the wine barrel. So there you go, guys. This is from start to finish transplanting my Hass avocado that I've had for about 3 years, and I'm terrible at remembering accurate times. Sometimes I have to go back to my old videos and see when I actually got the tree. I should probably put labels with the year that I got it. So more accurate on my reporting with you guys. But it's been about 3 years since I got this tree. Now I have been doing a lot of thinking and considering trading this tree with someone who has a different tree that I can grow, because I feel after seeing the roots and how root bound it was and how the roots were going to the extreme of growing upwards instead of downwards to get resource, I feel like this avocado might be too big of a tree to actually grow in a container. I want to maybe do some research and look into smaller trees, more compact trees, more dwarf trees that I can grow in a container, and give this one, trade it with someone. I don't know if that's even possible, if I can trade this tree with someone or gift it to someone. But those are my thoughts. I'm thinking if growing avocados in containers might not be even possible. I mean, I can grow the tree, but will it ever produce? That's the big question that I'm curious about. So if it does, that's amazing. If it doesn't, I'm definitely not going to keep this tree, because I want something producing fruit. And I think a guava would be ideal right here, because this is a spot that gets sun, gets light, but it also receives shelter from the wall and from that water, I don't know what you call that, that little piece of roof, because when frost falls, it falls straight down, so it doesn't get the whole tree. So I think a guava might be ideal here. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about this topic. I would love some advice, tips, suggestions, and just go from there, guys. But that's what I've been thinking a lot about the last few days, because I can't afford to give out real estate to plants or trees that don't produce, because I'm limited in space. And if I'm gonna have a tree here and I'm gonna be feeding it and taking care of it, I want it to be a producing fruit like a guava. So that's where I'm at, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Staying tuned, and like Lily said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button for more updates and videos like this. All right, guys, you guys have a blessed day. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.